Your authenticity will be the most valuable brand you serve in life. Make it make sense. You dig what I'm saying? Your authenticity will be the most valuable brand you serve in life. And another one quoted by Black Jewel. I don't know if y'all know who that is, but I ain't saying no names. We're gonna end it off with this one. This is real brief, and this should be understood. This is like one of those common sense things. Like, you know, everybody got brands, everybody starting brands, everybody got their own thing. You know, Bentley is a brand. You know what I'm saying? Mercedes is a brand. BMW is a brand. Mr. Pringles the barber is a brand. Shit. I'm a brand. You a brand. Now, the focus is for you to do. Man, go overboard when it comes to you. You know what I'm saying? Go overboard when it comes to you, man. Because there's only one you. I had to tell my daughter this. For example, my youngest daughter, I was telling her, like, you know, there's nothing wrong with looking up to people as role models or maybe even following in some footsteps. But just remember, it's only one you. There could be somebody that favor you. However, they won't be you. There will never be another you. It's only one you. Never will be another you. So don't focus on being a carbon copy. Don't be a copy of something that's original. Someone else that me, I am, look. This is the original. This is the original Mr. Pringles the barber. When I stepped into this knowing that when they heard this, like, you know, the name came from, I know they like, where did Mr. Pringles the barber come from? Where did that come from? Mr. Pringles the barber, that name came from a client, and it was actually just Pringles. However, the kids was coming in looking like, I want to get a cut by Mr. Pringles. Mr. Pringles, Mr. Pringles. I ran with it. Now, I started out with a joke, you know, from a client like, man, yeah, he was crispy like some Pringles. That was a joke. I took a joke, ran with it. You know, that shit may have sounded funny, but I breathed life into that. You can take something funny and I make that shit serious. You feel what I'm saying? The same thing that make you laugh and make you cry. That's the same type of format. Yeah. And it's a name that you can't forget. There is no other Mr. Pringles the barber. There is a Pringles barber. Shout out to Pringles barber. I say Pringles the barber. I think that's his name. But shout out to him. You know, but there is no other Mr. Pringles the barber. You dig? Not even close to when it comes to that part, because my last name ain't Pringles. The Pringles the barber, I think his name is actually Pringles. His last name, you know what I'm saying? So with the name, I want y'all to understand something. And I want to say this, and I mean this in the most humblest, in the most modest way that I can say this, and send it out with nothing but love and gratitude to the barbers in Columbus, Ohio, and Ohio, period. Because I don't do too much boasting and bragging about. That ain't ever been me. I let my clients speak. You can speak positively. You can leave and speak negatively. I don't give a, yeah, I mean, it don't make no difference because I'm so original and I'm so in being authentic. I'm not carrying nothing with me that I didn't feel like I had 100% part of. Like, I'm trying to be the most innovative person that I can be. When I came into this, you know what I mean? When I was doing these hair units, it was only one other barber in the city that was doing it. However, I didn't know it at the time until he reached out to me to actually do his. And shout out to him. Shout out to that barber. You know, he know who he is. I made my move to start doing these units to get myself out of the streets. You know what I'm saying? How could I make the same type, somewhat of the same profit margin that I was doing in the streets? You know, I got to make this balance out. I still want to eat the same. I still want to move the same. You know what I'm saying? And actually, I come to find out it helped me move a little better. Because, you know, everybody know you can make money in the streets. You probably make more money in the streets, but due to the fact that the mental peace ain't there. You're not mentally at peace when you're moving around in the streets. You're in the rearview mirror. You're worried about if this person gonna tell. You're worried about if you gotta, you know what I mean, do something to this person. It's a lot of things that go with that. And I gotta get out of it because, I caught myself catching another case, and I didn't see myself going back. I don't like being incarcerated. I'm cool on that. So I tapped out. Pop, 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 pop. You know what I mean? Like my son say, tap out, tap out. Yeah, I tap out. I tapped out. However, when I tap out, I'm gonna make sure I tap out correctly, which I did. And my name stood on the fact I was a good barber. However, I'm one of the coldest barbers when it comes to the hair unit services in Columbus, Ohio. And you might even say in Ohio. And this is the only time you will hear me point that out. Because I'm the humblest, most modest, nothing but gratitude and love your way barber. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here. I'm gonna tell you another thing. I'm so authentic. I never look for the validation from another barber. None of that shit. I don't look for validation from nobody, because at the end of the day, my validation comes from God. I'm cool. I'm so I am him, not them. You know what I'm saying? I'm so I am him, not them. They couldn't beat me if they tried. You got that? You hear me? They couldn't beat me if they tried. Because there's a lot of things that I be noticing in the barber industry and in the city. Man, there's some cold barbers in the city. I tell you that there's some cold barbers in the city. In Columbus, there's some cold barbers. You hear me? Cold barbers. However, there's a lot of barbers looking for validation from other barbers because of status. Excuse me. You did listen. You don't have to appeal to no other barber, man. It's all about your client. And if you got clients that may feel some type of way that don't take the time to share, that there's some things they might want you to change as far as cutting their hair, and they go somewhere else, let them be. Because there's a revolving door. Somebody's always gonna come your way, man. There will always be a person that needs a haircut. Just because it's nasty food, somebody say that food nasty. Or somebody might not like tomatoes. Somebody might not like onions. Do you think they're gonna stop putting those in the grocery store? No, they're not. Somebody likes them. It's just that simple. Somebody likes them. It ain't gonna make no difference. So don't go about looking for the validation of other barbers. Stop with all the shit about, who use what, who don't use this. I'm straight raw, no enhancements. No whatever, man. No. You ever heard somebody, man, I don't even need to use a razor. I can get you crispy without a razor. I used to say that when I was a younger barber, and I was afraid of that razor. You know what I'm saying? It's not about what you use. It's about the end product, the product at the end. That's what it's about. These barbers that have y'all out here they be tricking y'all out of y'all position, man. They be tricking y'all out of y'all position. Do what make your shit work. You know what I'm saying? Put the motor on the boat that make your boat go. You know what I'm saying? Don't be worried about no other barber, because I'm not worried about another barber, period. Because ain't another barber make me now. And I ain't make another barber. However, I did inspire a lot of barbers. I know who I inspire. I know who, when you brush shoulders with certain people, different things happen. You know what I'm saying? Different things happen. See, I like to say, man, as I am so him, not them, man. Hey, y'all stop looking for validation from other barbers, man. Like I said, your authenticity will be the most valuable brand you serve in life. And then that goes with stepping out. Once you leave the shop, and you're a father, husband, fiance, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever you are, you dig what I'm saying? That's your brand. The moves you make, the things you do, all collectively go to your brand. You as a person, the decisions you make, it goes to you, your brand. There's something to think about. There will never be another you. They're gonna come behind you. You just keep looking forward. They're gonna mimic everything you do. Just keep looking forward. Because at the end of the day, look at it like this. You are the inspiration. Like Jeezy album, remember that? The inspiration? I know I'm inspiration. Because the things that I've done, when I put my foot down, I put my foot in the concrete. And when that shit locked up, they know who they know who footprint there. They know who did that. They know who did that. I ain't ever running around here claiming the best barber, none of that shit. It's cool. People could feel like they're the best. I'm gonna feel like I'm the best. However, ain't nothing to flaunt, nothing to say, ain't nothing against nobody. Everybody doing their thing. Nothing but love and gratitude, man, sent your way. Make it make sense, you dig? You know, there's always gonna be somebody better than you. However, that shit don't mean nothing because there won't be nobody else that is you. Or there will never be another you. Man, look, the podcast thing. You know, I stepped into it. That was something, you know, I went to school to get me some knowledge on a few things when it came to the media. I was already moving. One of the clients I was cutting, you know, I did my first vlog. And a shout out like, bruh, natural. You a natural. He died the next week. I never let it go. You dig what I'm saying? He died the next week. He was murdered. So when you start talking and speaking about things, make sure you know who you're speaking about. You dig? And for my barbers, man, make sure y'all stay authentic, man. Don't let nobody trick you out your position. Don't let nobody trick you out your tools. Don't let nobody trick you out of none of the shit that you do. You are who you are for a reason. You dig? You dig? And, you know, I charge a certain amount. Everybody charge what they charge, but people respect me. The clients respect me, and some of the barbers respect me. Because people know, especially the people that knew me before I was a barber, they know. And we're going to leave it at that. I ain't even going to go too much further into this because we're already 30 minutes long in this. You dig what I'm saying? We're already 30 minutes long in this. And with that being said, refrain from those that are miserable. We're gonna go back to that next time. Watch what you say to people about other people because you might have to stand on that shit. Yeah. We're gonna go back in. And your authenticity will be the most valuable brand you serve in life. Every move you make collectively goes to who you are. Hey, this is Mr. Pringles the Barber, aka always cutting's head honcho. I am him, not them. I am him, not them. Listen, man, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. And along the way, make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? Make it make sense. Hey, man, y'all have a good night.